Welcome. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to use the casket from the last tutorial and either have it drop items or it will be empty when you try to open it. To get started we need to go to com.feather.net.decoders.handlers. Once we're in there we need to go to inventory option handler. Now we have to scroll down until we find handle item option 1 on number 134. Keep scrolling down a bit further at number 158 if item ID equal 2717. Underneath that code we need to type in if item ID is equal to 405, and then we press enter. Now at the moment we're going to leave it like that, so just press Ctrl and S. Next we're going to scroll up to, I believe it's this section here, which is com.feather.game.player. Right click on it, go new and class. Now this one here we're going to call Casket Maker. Or actually no, not Casket Maker, we'll make it Casket Rewards. So Casket Rewards and then finish. Now that we're into this, the first thing that we want to do is we want to note down the item that we're going to be using in this tutorial. So coins, for example, 6964. Now this is not your standard lot of coins, this is a stack of coins. It is actually a null item because it's not actually used in game, but in a later tutorial I'll teach you how to combine them with others to make a stack. These are non-stackable, which makes it more efficient to use this as a example. Okay, so now that we've got that, we need to type in public static integer, so int, and then we want to type in money is equal to, in these brackets we want to type exactly the same code that we had before, which is 6964, and a semicolon at the end. The next thing we need to do is a public static void, and we're going to call it give reward, and inside this we're going to put player open and closing brackets, and that will be that. Control S and save for 2 seconds. Before we go any further, this part here is going to be a little bit tricky if it's the first time ever doing Java, but it's very simple. We're going to do an integer, we're going to do a random, we're going to equal that to utils, which is utilities, dot get random, and we want to do 999 plus 1. And I should not win the next one. So plus 1 and semicolon. Now we want to go if random is greater or equal to 850 with an open. We need to type the code there. So we want to go player.get packets.send game message, and the message inside here is it's going to say you open the casket and find nothing inside. Okay, the line underneath that we need to do player dot get inventory dot delete item, and we want to do 4051. Okay, save that. Now at this part here we need to add a else if statement. So we're going to go else if, and we're going to go random is less or equal to 200, and so double and random is greater or equal to 650. 2 brackets again. We want to go player dot get inventory dot add item, and now inside that we want to do money. This one here, utils dot random between, see this is max value, so max value we can do this 1 and 2. Now at the end a semicolon. So what that's saying is I could either get between 1 and 2 of the money item, and the money item is 6964. So that integer. So it's recognizing that integer inside the game itself, and it finds that and adds it to us once we open up the chest, if we land on it. If we don't land on it, we'll get something else. Okay, so player.get inventory, and then we want to delete that item. So we want to delete item, and we need to delete 405, comma to 1, or whatever it is. Okay. The next thing we want to do is we go player.get packets.send game message, and in this game message we're going to just say you found some old coins. Okay, that's just a basic thing. I'm not going to really worry about that too much. You can put whatever you like, but this is just simple and easy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy these 3 again, because this is what's going to happen down here. And at this point we're going to put here, we either get 2 to 5. So you could get 2, 3, 4, or 5 from here. It's a random amount between 2 and 5. That's a random amount between 1 and 2. So you automatically get 1 or 2. Now that's done, we can go Control S and save. Go back to Inventory Options Handler. Now this code here would be Casket rewards dot give reward, and set it to player. Now Control S and save. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to run the game. Start loading it up, and now it is loading. So we want to go into our moderator account once it loads up. Okay, now that it's loaded, we want to type in 123 by 123. Now that we're in, we are going to check, do we have any in our inventory? No, we don't. So we want to go item 405, say get 10 of them. So now when we click on one, we got 2. Click on another one, didn't get anything, and it comes up here. You open the casket and find nothing inside. So far it's working. That gave us 4, that gave us some, you know, and it just keeps going. There we go. So that's that. It'll say here the amount of coins, or when in the shop interface, lovely money. So later tutorial we're going to teach you how to combine some of these, whether it be 1 with 1 or 2 with, you know, 2 to make 4 or whatever, or you need 3 to make 1 coin or whatever, and it will stack, and we'll make it the same image and stuff, but we'll have a stackable version. And you'll be able to use that in a shop in a later thing for, say, currency. But we'll get into that later. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you could like, share, comment, and subscribe, that would be great. Cheers.